Welcome everybody to the Outdoor Gear and Review, where we review so you don't have to. Today we're going to be reviewing the Solo Stove Campfire with 2-pot set. Saying it's pretty nice. It's got a very nice price tag with it also. So bear with me while I try to do this one-handed and get this bad boy opened up for you. It's a very nice bag. First open it up. It comes with this stuff. Perks, a setup and product guide. It does show here. You can use it with the tripod also. I don't have the Solo Stove tripod, but anyone would work. Alright. Give me a second here and I'll get this stuff out of the bag. Alright guys, out of the bag, and this is what this bad boy looks like. So we have both lids. We'll take those off, set them to the side. The smaller pot, or pan I should say. Decent handles here. Not too bad. Just so you guys know, for a tip, if you are just beginning to get into camping and all that stuff, make sure you stock up on some steel wool to help clean these pots. It will get them sparkling clean. But once you cook in these things, guys, you're going to be fighting to get all that smut off of there. And so, pull this out. And here's the other pot. It's got the handles on the sides, your measurements, and this for the tripod. Now it does catch, but not great. I do have a Pathfinder pot, and when you actually put this bell in place, it actually locks. I like that a lot more because just in case you don't get this thing centered, if this thing spins, it could dump all your hot water or your food everywhere. So keep that in mind. And if you are cooking with this thing, just be really careful. But again, very nice pot. So let's get this bad boy opened up and we'll take a look to see what we got. Alright guys, we got this bad boy out of the box. And not too bad. So pretty nice little stove. I know we reviewed the smaller, was not a Solo Stove brand, but smaller one, identical to this. It has all the holes all the way around, inside the top, and down here at the bottom for maximum airflow, so that way it burns clean. So very nice so far. Let's get this thing fired up and see how it does. Alright guys, as you can see, we got the fire going nice and easy. One thing I like about the size of this is you can burn bigger sticks or of course bigger size pieces of wood. Still nothing too drastic, as if you have a pan in here, on here, I mean, you're still only putting a certain amount of wood, but as you can see with that bigger chunk of wood, I can let that burn down and still put that pot on there. So that's pretty good. So started nice and fast, and putting off a lot of heat so far too. This thing says it's big enough for 4 people. As you can see here on the box, best for 4 people. This thing is a little over 2 pounds though, so it's pretty chunky. If you're going somewhere fishing, camping, where you can pull your truck up to or your vehicle up to, it wouldn't be a bad stove to take it all, but this thing's pretty hefty if you're going to be backpacking. But one thing nice with it, it does come with the pot set, so it is kind of an all-in-one. As this heats up and we use it more, this will start turning colors. As you can see on the inside there, it's starting to turn colors. So you guys buy this, don't be disappointed when your stove becomes blue and purple and all different colors, because it will not stay this shiny. But putting off some decent heat. Now let's talk prices. I do have, like I said, the cheap version of the smaller version of this stove. This thing's going to run you a pretty penny. Just for the stove right now is $65. But with the pot set, I could not find one to get the proper price. But I'm guessing it's going to run you another 50 bucks or so. So keep that in mind, that this thing is pricey. This thing will heat up your food and cook very, very well. As you can see, that fire really starting to kick up now. Is it worth the money? If you're going to be doing a lot of camping, I would say yes. But there are definitely cheaper versions of the same thing out there that will work just as good, guys. You don't have to have the name brand. And I will say the pots do seem pretty nice and durable. But again, to be honest, you can probably get cheaper. I will do a review on the Pathfinder pot, because guys, it's a really good one. But this thing will definitely keep you warm. It is doing pretty good right now. It does burn pretty clean. So we'll let this go for just a little bit, and we'll come back and see how it's doing. Alright guys, I wanted to show you this. If you look down in there, you can actually see that airflow pushing that flame and burning up everything down inside there, which not just this stove does, even the cheaper versions do that. So this thing does burn pretty clean, just like the other ones, which it should definitely.